Hello my friends, and I know it's been a few weeks and I have a homework here that I have to be made some uh, video that talking about life record. And wait, so back to the video. A couple of few days ago, a few weeks ago, there's blackout or maybe electrical problem on my village, or in a nation called Kampung, in Karangpat especially. It's the place where I live now. So the problem is the voltage is more become powerless because the electrical substation that hanging on a tower of electric in the middle of this village is there is some more problem. I don't know, maybe because of the time it's already old stuff, or maybe there is some problem that because of the water, a few weeks or a couple of days we have a heavy rain or in a wet season. That means almost over time our place or our what we call every day it's always rain. Every day is always in the wind, right? So some of electrical stuff that help us to provide electrical power into our house, into every house in our place where we live now, it's get some problem. The power electrical substation, it's lost the power of the voltage or maybe the current itself. And my leader of the village is know the problem, so they call an emergency. But yeah, I know it's very hard or complex because for me it's learn about the electrical and maintenance or fixing something some electrical in above 100 or maybe 100 kilovolt. It's very high voltage, and we can fixing it with very easily. If you not have experience in a high voltage, it would be dangerous for you because maybe you don't know what will happen in what you do or what you fixing about. So that they call the pro engineering of electric, of course, and they give something more like container or box that moving, but inside of it there is some machine or engine they use to provide high voltage energy of electricity. So they just send us a moving electrical substation that give them more power, and for just for an urgency or emergency it will using or will use just for an urgency time. For example, if you have a blackout or some event that need electric power supply in a high voltage, kondangan, pengajian, or maybe any else, you need to provide these things, because if not, then there is I don't know where you get the big electricity. I have a video that I will gonna show you. On this video is telling us about how this moving electrical substation work and how to operation it. But so without any further talk about I will gonna show you to the main video that I'm not using a book or reading a text, any text that I already have. Maybe you think that I'm reading some text that I already write down in a book, but I can, I'm not gonna lie that I doesn't use any text of subtitles maybe, so I can speak English very good and very fluency, but yeah, I'm not using any textbook. So this video is very pure, made by my own brain. That means everything that I watch and I talk, it's purely just came out from my mouth itself. So maybe I know a lot of you will think about it, that I'm not okay. I'm not reading any of books when this camera is not facing or showing my face. So I'm not using a book to guide me or give me more, give me more information that I need. So let's check the video out. So we are gonna watching some video that showing us about how this moving electrical substation works, and I hope you please watch it very just pay attention please. Okay, so now let's play the main video. So this moving electrical substation is have a big travel that supply electrical inside of a mini container or trailer that can carry the weight everywhere you want and need and help. And this is the picture. There is number 24, 21, 23. This thing is the part that we'll use to control and activate the container or moving electrical substation. So this, like I would talk to you before, it's using or used when an emergency or maintenance backup or maybe backup for a few weeks or few time before we change this electrical substation that hanging on the tower, because there is this one is the provide from PLM or local electrical industry in our place. It can supply energy for hajatan, what I was saying before, or maybe an even that happen like Asian Games. So when the blackout or maybe there is some problem with electrical substation, this is the electrical substation that you have in your village, and this one PHPT or I don't know what it's called, but this is called electric panel that for connecting external power coming to the place. So they just can moving in 20 kilometers per hour. It's very slow because it's very heavy, it's very heavy. So they will put down the jack or the standard, and then they lock the tire so that this container will not moving to anywhere and causing a damage, because it's very heavy, and if someone gets hit by twisting, it will be hurt, or maybe even these people will die. In tight position, and they have to check the output in every channel, every outlet, every output that will connect to the main cable in our village. So they check everything, the ground and the plus, the minus. They check everything about it, and then they will connect the cable from the travel into the PHBBR, and you have to hook it with very carefully and with the right side of position. This is the key or the lock key to connect it, and then if it connect to the 20,000 volts, and please hope there is no cable that getting wrong or rolling, because it will give an hot, like it will give multiply power. So please make sure there is no cable that rolling, because it will cause the cable burning or become hot, and it will leak out and cause damage in high voltage. So this is the connector, and the engineering will connecting the TMLC cable with a hot stick. The hot stick itself is the tools that use to connect to the main cable to supply the power. And then they turn off the power, the main power of the engine, switch on the LCD lights to see everything clearly and check everything is going well, and don't forget to watch the power meter that's showing the number of output power itself, and then push the green button in the panel control to turning on the MCCB, the main MCCB. So it's turning on, so it can operate, and the voltage is already the way into the house, and the electric is already supply again, and we can turning on everything using electric power in your house, in your place. And don't forget, if you see something if you see this container open, please telling the engineering to close off the door, because you don't want someone get killed or die by twisting high voltage, or maybe you don't want to get hit by high voltage. And that's how the picture, for example. And thank you for watching, and this video is provided by B&D TRANSFORMER, simply reliable. Goodbye.